Okay, so today we are going to, let me move my computer away a little bit. Today we are going to work through our last little portion of Unit 2 notes so that we can move into some different activities and stuff like that. So I believe we finished the front and back of the first sheet, and then we have the next sheet to go. So if you're following along with the PowerPoint and writing, that's awesome. If you're typing in as we go, that also works as well. Sorry guys, I'm moving around. So we're gonna start with the different problems that we have with both our heart and our lungs. Again, not going into a super amount of detail, just enough for us to understand how it kind of correlates with our class's personal fitness. So there are various lifestyle diseases, which is going to be one of those blanks on your sheet. So these are just diseases that result due to certain lifestyle choices that an individual has been making. The first one, like an example, would be due to inactivity. So inactivity would result in most likely obesity, okay? Being overweight would also be a reason that we would see necessarily because of their being overweight, would be the inactivity part, but also being overweight could also be linked back to like poor food choices and various other ideas like that. Remember, these are just things that are lifestyle choice based. These aren't necessarily lifestyle things that are given to us because of genetics. Okay, so then next we're going to see that another example could be that we were using forms of tobacco like smoking, or in our current day things like juuling, different types of vaping products to make it seem more relevant. And then eating foods that are high in fat, or maybe some that are high in cholesterol. Okay, these are going to be different things that are going to influence our health in different ways, that are going to affect both the heart and or the lungs. Okay, so moving on. The next section that we're going to see is these things called cardiovascular diseases. These are cardio, meaning heart, vascular, meaning our blood vessels, okay, are being affected. So it's disease of the heart blood vessels. We want to break down those words. Then we would have this little acronym next to it in the parentheses called CVD. That is just an acronym. So it's a little abbreviation that stands for that big, long cardiovascular disease word, okay? So this is a medical disorder that affects both our heart or the blood vessels. So it could be the heart alone, or it could be affecting the blood vessels that are correlating with the heart, or it could be both. Then that next word is called atherosclerosis. Okay, that's a little bit of a tongue twister to say right there, but that is a condition in which a fatty deposit, so a buildup, if you look over here at the pictures on this side, you're going to see that that is a condition in which fatty deposits called plaque build up inside of the actual artery, restricting or cutting off the blood flow. So instead of we have a circle, that's our blood vessel, okay, we're going to see that there's going to be a buildup or a blockage that's going to start to grow and form along the walls. Eventually, that's going to become so bad that there's going to be a restriction to blood flow or no blood flow through that particular blood vessel at all, okay? Reasons these are both concerning, okay? These can lead to heart attacks. These can lead to sudden cardiac death. They can lead to different things like strokes, where the brain is then cut off of the oxygen supply that it has. Could be peripheral vascular disease. It could be hypertension, which is just another fancy term, the more scientific term for high blood pressure, or even emphysema, which we've talked about in health in our drug unit related to smoking, okay? This is a disease that affects the lungs. All right, moving on. So how do we care for our heart and our lungs? So taking care of the circulatory and the respiratory system is important. We can do this in a variety of ways. The biggest way is that we need to change our lifestyle behaviors. Those behaviors of inactivity or eating poorly are the two that we can really relate to very quickly and change drastically on our own without any help from doctors or physicians. And then we need to also make sure that we have our blood pressure checked regularly. This is just a very easy thing to be checked. This is whenever they put that cuff that gets really tight on your upper arm to your skin. They pump it up, they read a number, they have where they're listening for the different blood flow to come through those veins and arteries. We are really needing to get that checked because that's one easy thing that can be checked, and then if it's bad, can be taken care of with medication or even just a change in a simple lifestyle choice, whether it be eating or whether it be exercise. So if we can manage that, it's a good thing. Our blood pressure, so we were just talking about getting that checked. That blood pressure, that is the force that the blood is going through main arteries. Okay, it's a measurement with numbers. So this our normal blood pressure would be considered, sorry guys, my dog is on the bed next to me and he is digging like a hole in the bed. Not really, but figuratively. Sorry, continuing. Normal blood pressure would be between 120 to 80, or 120 over 80. So that's going to be written in a fraction form where we have that top number, which is going to be called your systolic pressure, over your diastolic pressure. Charlie, stop. Okay, diastolic pressure is going to be that bottom number, so that 80 that I talked about. Okay, the top number is measuring the greatest point of pressure. The bottom number is measuring the lowest point. So whenever the heart is fully relaxed, that's that diastolic number that we're talking about. So systolic over diastolic is how your blood pressure is written, and 120 over 80 is what we would consider to be a normal blood pressure. Crazy sound effects, sorry. Okay, so making the most of what you have. Start while you're young. Y'all are all very young. You're all in high school. Okay, so start making those healthy lifestyle habits and choices now so that when you move on later, you're good to go. See, there he is, Charlie. Okay, stay active. Okay, if you're already an athlete, keep doing that. If you're not an athlete, that's okay. There are other ways that you can be active, like getting out and walking, getting out and going for a run, participating in little things, like maybe it's weightlifting, maybe it's going to the gym. Not now because coronavirus, but just different ways that you can get involved. Paying attention to fitness factors that you can control, okay? You sitting on the couch playing a video game or watching binge episodes on Netflix. Okay, those are different things that you can control. You can choose not to do those items, and you can choose to get up and go be active. Making sure, make your body work for you rather than against you. So by putting in work now, you're making your body work, yes, but it's going to be working for you in a positive manner rather than in a negative manner. So make sure that you're getting up, being active, working hard now, and you will see those and reap those results as you begin to age. Okay? Then that is going to be it for that PowerPoint. So your Unit 2 notes should be completed now. Okay? So what you're going to do, this is it for today. The rest of the week, we're going to have a couple of activities. You're going to have a form, and you're also going to have an activity that talks about heart rate, blood pressure, all of that. And so that will be Tuesday, and then Wednesday you'll have an activity, and then Thursday you'll have an activity, and then Friday will be that catch-up day. A lot of you guys, I need you to go in and check your student view or your parent view accounts. I have put all of your grades in except for your shoe projects up to this point, but those will be in by the end of the week. If you see a number that you're like, whoa, wait, I did not get that. How did I get that grade? Email me, send me a remind message, and I can help better explain it. Sometimes we do an assignment and then we never actually turned it into me, or we might have turned it into the wrong place, and so I never really got it, or you thought you did it and you didn't do the actual assignment. There are no late grades, so guys, get me your work in so I can get that grade into you. I know there's a big misunderstanding right now on how grading is going, but I need you to remember that personal fitness is a quarter class, so it's graded a little bit differently. That grade that you had on March 13th is for health. That is not for your personal fitness grade. So for personal fitness, we are rolling just like we would in a normal classroom setting. So please, please make sure you're getting that work done and getting it turned into me. Again, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out, contact me, and I will do my best to get in touch with you and help you to better understand where we're going, what we're doing, and how we're getting there. All I want for you guys is to be successful in this course, and I think that can be best done with a little bit of communication. So, love you guys, miss you guys, hope that you're surviving and thriving through all of this. Hopefully we get to see each other again soon. See ya, bye.